With the new champion as Jack Della Maddalena in the welterweight division, I'm going to be breaking down the 15 top-ranked welterweights in the entire UFC to see who I think would beat Jack Della in a fight and who could become the future champion. We'll get into it. We'll talk about it. It's a good video. Let's get started with the tier list here. Obviously, we have Jack Della in the first slot, reserved for the champion. I'll break it down tier by tier. Champion obviously means the champion. He's the only guy who's going to be in that tier. Would win means I feel like if these two were to be booked together, the challenger would win. Jack Della would lose his championship against X fighter, whoever it may be. Close fight means I think that it would be a super close fight. It could go to Jack. It could go to the challenger. It would probably be like a 48-47 or like a really late finish. But it's a really close fight that I could see going either way. 50-45 means this guy's not winning a round against Jack, but he'll take him to a decision, and it'll be, maybe boring. Kind of boring, maybe. I mean, it's a Jack Della fight, so probably not boring, but you know what I mean. And finally, the finished tier, you're getting finished, buddy. Knockout. Need I say more? Let's start here. We're going to go from the bottom all the way to the top. I have it up on my other monitor. Michael Venom Page being the number 15th ranked welterweight in the world. How do I feel that he would do against Jack Della Maddalena? Dude, I was going to say 50-45, but MVP has such good distance, man. He'll lose. I'll go with a 50-45 on it. He will lose this fight, but it won't be like crazy. I could see him taking a round even. He's a really good point striker, measures his distance very well, closes in. It's just that he's not fighting the best competition, and Jack is the best competition. It's hard to say how he would measure up against a Jack Della Maddalena or not a Sean Brady. I'm thinking more of like a striker, maybe a Joaquin Buckley with an explosive power like that, right? It's hard to say how he would measure up, but he's a really good point fighter. Comes in, lands a jab, backs out. He's got his game plan mastered. He can beat most of the welterweight division other than maybe the top 7 guys. I think that they would probably beat him. So I'll go with a 50-45. I could see MVP taking like round 4. But I don't think this fight's going to get made. MVP's kind of old. He beat Shara Bullet, but I think Shara Bullet's overrated. And I like that he's not in the rankings. I thought he was. I like that Shara Bullet's not in the rankings because I don't think he deserves to be in the rankings because his only claim to fame was a fraudulent knockout. That was so early. I just saw the replay of it. Arman Tsarukyan was not Arman Tsarukyan. Is it Arman Tsarukyan? No, it's Armen Petrosyan was not unconscious. It was a cool spinning double back elbow. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to hate on the guy, but maybe a little bit because he's kind of a piece of shit. But it was fraudulent, dude. That was an early stoppage. And I'll stand on that hill till I die. Armen Petrosyan is not unconscious. He's like covering up like this. He's waiting for the follow-up strikes that is going to end the fight. Which there should have been. Right? If, say, Shara Bullet follows up, lands 5 strikes unanswered, and Petrosyan's just in his ball form, yeah, that was a good stoppage. But the referee stepped in too fast. It's kind of overrated. So, obviously, MVP would beat Shara Bullet, which happened. I don't know how I got to Shara Bullet and my hatred for him. Not hatred. That felt like a lot. I don't hate Shara Bullet. I just don't really like him as a person or a fighter. Let's continue. What the fuck? Vicente Luque. This guy's given up, I feel. Vicente Luque has given up, I believe. I forget. Was it the Buckley fight? It might have been I forget. It was some fight that he had recently that was pathetic. I mean, he must have been sick or something. As soon as he got touched once, he was like covered up and didn't move. It was weird. He pulled guard and then didn't do anything. I think he would get finished by Jack. I don't think that fight would be competitive at all. Probably around 1 or 2. It's just such a terrible matchup for Vicente Luque, who I think he's on his way out, man. His chin isn't holding up. Again, like I said, he got clipped and then pulled guard and then just gave up. I think it was the Buckley fight, which was shaping. It should have been a good fight. I don't know what happened. He just decided he didn't want to fight. It was weird. It was really strange. It wasn't like, why did you show up? I don't know. Whatever. We continue. Where is he? Carlos Prates. Man. He would get finished. I like CP. Whoa! I like Carlos Prates. Dude. Jack's got pretty elite striking. And I know Carlos Prates likes to keep his range, use those teeps. I think Jack would find a way, off the end of a teep or find a way to stop that teep from happening and land some good combos and put him out in the later rounds. He looked so bad against Ian Gary, dude. He really did. How are you going to lose 4 rounds and then fumble the finish in the last round? He looked so bad against Ian Gary. That was really sad. It was really pathetic and sad to see that fight, actually. But yeah, I mean, what that fight did, the Ian Gary fight, it showed us that Carlos Prates is not on that level yet. He might become on that level. What is he, 28? He'll get there. He might be even younger. It might be 27 or something. I don't know. He's like around that in his prime era. He'll be back. He'll probably do well. I was just messaging people. I think that maybe he won't do well. I should preface it by saying this. Maybe he will not do well. I think that welterweight right now is in one of the best divisions actively. I feel like it's had some stumblings, welterweight. But right now, you've got 8 contenders wanting to fight for the belt, and almost all of them deserve it. We'll get there. I think the entire top 7, except Usman and Shavkat, so 5 of the top 7 can fight for a belt right now, and I would not be mad. So you got 5 guys in contendership, and Islam's the one moving up. I get it. I want to see that fight. I want to see the Islam fight, Jack Della. I should honestly have put Islam on this thing. That would have been smart. We all know my opinions on that fight, though. Islam's getting shucked off like barnacles on the bottom of a boat. I think he would get mauled. I think he's going to get mauled by Jack. Not gonna. He's going to get mauled. They're making that fight. So you have 6 guys in 8 fighters all ready to fight for the belt. I fuck with it. I'm loving welterweight right now. We continue down the line. Michael Morales, just yesterday, last night, a brilliant, not British. What's a good word? Starts with a B. A magnificent. That didn't start with a B, but I thought of it, and it was a good word. Magnificent finish in round 1 over Gilbert Durinho Burns, who I did pick that to happen. If we watch my prediction video, I did say a round 1 KO from Michael Morales. I did say that I was going to sprinkle on Gilbert Burns, and I did, and I lost money. But my prediction stood true or tall. Not tall. True, I guess. I don't know. Fuck you. Michael Morales got an amazing finish. I think he'll probably be ranked in the top 10. He's ranked 12, right? 12? I cannot talk today. I'm calling myself out on it. I feel like that 12th one could have slid under the rug. I feel like that one I didn't have to say anything. I did, there's some nose essential oil thing, allegedly, that I did yesterday, and I haven't felt the same since. I don't know if that was actually what it was. It was very dangerous. I did it without even asking first, and then they said it was essential oils, and it made me happier, I think. It was a fun night. Miles Morales, I think might be top. He'll be top 10 for sure. I'm looking at the rankings right now. He could be like 7th or 6th. I would put him up above Ian Machado Gary. So, but would he fight and beat Jack Della Maddalena? Man, I don't know. This is elite striking. When we talk, like, this guy is not losing on the feet. These are the two guys who are not losing on the feet in the welterweight division. Shit, dude. This would, I don't want to say it would be a close fight because I feel like there would be a finish. No matter what happens, there's going to be a finish. But it would be a close fight. I don't feel safe saying Jack would kill him, and I don't feel safe saying Michael would kill Jack. So, it would be a close as fuck fight. Man, if they book this, it's going to be a lot of studying, actually. I feel like for some reason, I feel like I don't know any Michael Morales wins. I can't name you one other than Gilbert Burns. I don't know why that is. Yeah, I feel like he's slid under the rug for so long. He's kind of like a sleeper in the division. He doesn't have that crazy hype. Maybe now he will. Or maybe I've just been missing the hype. I just haven't really seen any Miles Morales hype, Peter Parker's more of my guy. So dumb. We continue. That would be a close fight. I could see Jack taking it. I feel like Jack would probably take it. If I had to, I couldn't think of the phrase. What is it? Dare to my crack. I think Jack would take it, but I could see Michael Morales. He's got power, man. Putting out Gilbert Burns in round 1. Gilbert Burns is tested. He's a bit chinny, but having him, not being able to recover, how Michael Morales, I keep wanting to call him Miles, but I feel like the joke's overdone. How Miles Morales, that was an accident that time. How Michael Morales had him, where he knocks him down. Gilbert struggles his way back up, but it's to no avail and gets knocked down again, and the ref steps in. He's a marauder. People don't do that to Gilbert Burns, man. That was my Joe Rogan impression. Speaking of Gilbert Burns, he's not next. Next is Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. I love Stephen Thompson. I think everybody loves Stephen Thompson. He's a good person. And he's the nicest guy in the UFC, everybody says. Gets up to just doing his own thing. Doesn't do malicious stuff. He's not out here trapping. He just trains and loves his dad. We love Gilbert Burns. Not Gilbert Burns. We love Wonder Boy. Why did I say Gilbert Burns? He's on the mind, dude. I'm obsessed. He would get finished. He's done, bro. He's 42, I just saw this today. You're 42? Ranked 11th in the world? That's pretty impressive. I wish he was younger and had a better chin. I think he has to retire. If we're being honest, I think he has to retire. And I think if he gets matched against Jack Della, he might be leaving in a coffin. His head might actually come off of his shoulders, going to the first row. I don't even want to think about putting him up against Michael Morales. Holy shit. But yeah, Stephen Thompson's getting finished. I don't think anybody's arguing that point. It's pretty clear to me. We continue with Jeff Neal. I don't even know where to put Jeff Neal, if I'm honest. Where do I put him? I mix up him. Where's Neil Magny? Is he not ranked? Whoa. Neil Magny's not ranked anymore? That's crazy. Am I bugging? Is he not at that weight class? I swear he is. He is. Oh, what the fuck? I guess Neil Magny's not ranked anymore. I was going to compare it to where I put Neil Magny because I find these two to be identical human beings. I think he would probably get finished. I feel like I don't know Jeff Neal against... I know that they're different people. I always mix them up, though. You fight in the same weight class and you're both called Neil. Change it up. Right? I know one is Jeff Neal and the other is Neil Magny, but they also got G's and Neil G's, G. Yeah, Jeff Neal's getting finished. I mean, I feel like I don't know Jeff Neal. I don't see him winning this. Jack is extremely good. What did Jeff Neal do recently? Has he not fought in ages? I swear his last fight was Ian Gary. Oh, the RDA thing. He just beat RDA, but like not really. RDA like broke his knee or something. What, round 2? Round 1? A minute and a half in? Before that, lost to Shavkat and Ian Gary. He lost to Vicente Luque. Holy shit. MMA math doesn't work, but like... Yeah. I remember that RDA. Why is he not back? Why is Jeff Neal not back? After the RDA fight? You didn't take any damage. That was in October. What are you doing? Paying off... Not paying off. Like, spending all your money is what I meant to say. Paying off your child support? I'm sorry. That was him, right? I think so. He's not abusive. I don't know why Ian Gary said he was. It was kind of fucked up of Ian Gary to do. L person. Yeah, he'll get finished by Jack Della. I don't even know what to say about it. It's just... he's not an elite level competitor in the UFC. At this point in his career, he's not. He might have been at one point. I really don't know the career trajectory of Jeff Neal. He's always been kind of mid in my eyes. So, yeah, I think he's more of a gatekeeper. You know, higher ranked guys. Maybe we got a Carlos Prates versus Jeff Neal in the future. I feel like that would be a good fight. But, like, also in the division, I was praising it earlier for being so stacked at the top. It kind of feels like such an insane fall off in skill level from the top 10 guys. I mean, Jeff Neal is ranked number 10, but he won't be. 10 and up. Why is Colby Covington there? 10 and up minus Colby Covington they're just so much better than everybody else in the division. It's kind of what's going on with flyweight right now as well. Like, Jeff Neal is not matching up against Sean Brady, Shavkat Rakhmonov. He's not matching up against... No, he's matched up against Colby Covington. He would probably be Colby Covington. Colby Covington is next. We'll get to Colby. We'll get to Colby right now, in fact. How are you? Retire. He's old, right? What is he, 35, 36? You're not winning a championship. You just bitch and moan every time that you lose. And you get gifted shots because Dana White privilege, I think. I get it. Like, you know, people hate him because of the character, right? Like, he's not actually like that. But then his streams make me think, like, oh, dude, like, he's just kind of corny. He's a bit of a cornball. He's a bit of a cornball, Colby Covington. 2 C's, by the way. CC? Copyright. That's not what that is. I'm kind of tired. I've just realized that. Yeah, Colby, you're getting crushed, buddy. He got finished by... I mean, I'm comparing a lot of these people to Joaquin Buckley because they've already fought Joaquin Buckley. And he's done better. And I think Jack is a better Joaquin Buckley. So if you're getting finished by Joaquin Buckley, you're getting finished by Jack, right? Jack is a very similar skill level of Joaquin Buckley, and I'm a Joaquin Buckley fan. We'll get there. let's continue. I don't have much to say about Colby. I don't want to talk about him. He's a crotch. He's not a crotch sniffer, but he got crotch sniffed in the Masvidal fight. I think he won that fight. I don't remember. That fight was dog shit. Got bitched by Usman twice. He's not that good. He's just not that good. He's just not that good. Now we're on to my boy, Gilbert Burns. If you asked me this 2 days ago, I would put this into close. I would even make an argument for them to run it back. Because Gilbert Burns was a minute and a half from winning the fight against Jack Della Maddalena. He was a minute and a half from beating Jack Della Maddalena, the current champion, just 2 fights ago. However, last night has changed things drastically. I'm so glad that I'm making this video today instead of 2 days ago, because that would have been embarrassing. Gilbert, what the fuck? Is he still on the screen? He is. Gilbert Burns is, dude. I'm a big fan of Gilbert Burns. He's a gamer. He has to go, right? 38 just got brutally finished in round 1, no less. He was like the last of the old guard, him and Usman. And Colby's not really, he's out. Leon Edwards, I guess, a bit, but not really. He's old. And he sucks. And he's dumb. I'm sorry. Man, that kind of felt mean. It's all good. Gilbert. You got chinned, bro. You got chinned so bad last night. You were so close to beating Jack Della. Imagine if that fight went to decision. Gilbert Burns would have won 29-28. What does he do? Does he fight Bilal? Does he go on to fight Bilal Muhammad for the championship? He wouldn't beat Bilal, surely. Bilal would wrestle fuck him. Oh my God, the timeline has worked out tremendously in this case. Bilal would definitely wrestle fuck Burns. So I'm very glad that that fight never happened, but lest we forget that Burns was a minute and a half from beating Jack Della Maddalena. He was setting up the knee. It was a lucky shot. It wasn't lucky. It's all right. He got chinned. He got chinned by Jack. And in 2025, he would get chinned again. Round 1. I feel so bad for him, man. His wife and kids are so, like, adorable. Like, his whole family, not that, like, you know what I mean? The family dynamic there. Love it. Love to see it. It's just, it's so bad. I'm sorry, Gilbert. Don't hate, like, you fuck with me still, right, Gilbert? We've never met or spoken. Up next, Joaquin Buckley. I'm a big Buck fan. It's egregious. It is egregious. But he fights in what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? I think 3 weeks he fights. This is an important fight in the Buckley career. He's fighting against Kamaru Usman. If he beats Usman, dude, there's a conversation that he's beaten Jack. I know Usman's old and Usman's washed. He won the Hamzat fight. He beat Hamzat. Usman beat Hamzat. Up a weight class on what, 14 days notice? Usman's not that washed. I know I was just making this argument for Gilbert Burns 2 days ago. But he's just not that washed. He won the fight, dude. Who has he fought since then? I feel like he has another fight since then. Oh, yeah, he lost to Leon Edwards twice. Holy shit. No, he didn't. What the fuck am I talking about? That was after. He hasn't fought since the Hamzat loss. He's 0-3 in his last 3, but I mean, the Leon Edwards ones were bad. He didn't look that good. But I think Leon Edwards is the perfect person to shut him down. The head kick was lucky. Again, he was a minute from winning that fight. 50-45, maybe even 50-44. Like, he was crushing Leon Edwards, and he pulled that shit out the fire. Bald-headed ass motherfucker. Ruined the division for a bit. But Kamaru came back, lost again to Leon Edwards. That one was more dominant. He did lose that fight, but I think he was kind of shaken, right? It was his first ever loss, I think. The Leon Edwards loss. So he was shaken. He wasn't in the right mentality. Came back, 14 days notice, fights Hamzat. Doesn't have time to get in his own head. Destroys him. Not destroys him. It went to decision, but he won the last 2 rounds. Right? Even if you want to say Hamzat crushed him in round 1, it was still a draw. If Hamzat gets a 10-8 round 1, it's still a draw. Hamzat did not win that fight. I think Usman won that fight. I think it was 10-9 Hamzat, and then 2 10-9s to Usman. He won the fight. Anyways, we're talking about Buckley. If Buckley beats Usman, who else? Who's next? I want to see Buck fight in the championship. I've been a Buck fan. That'd be a banger fight as well, you know. Jack Della and Joaquin Buckley. That would go so hard. That would be such a good fight. I'm hyping myself up for it. It's not even close to happening. We'll see how he does against Usman. Because if he gets dominated by Usman, he's not there. He's not in would win. Right now, I think if he I'm foreseeing him beating Usman, knocking him out, and I'm saying that he's in would win. I think it would be close right now, but I'm saying he's in would win because I feel that he will beat Kamaru Usman, and I feel that he would win. I think he would win the Jack Della fight. He might finish Jack. Sorry, I didn't mean to breathe my nose like that. It's the essential oils getting to me from last night. My nose feels kind of clogged. We continue. Ian Machado Gary. Good distance management. Decent on the ground. I know. He's a cuck. And I hate him. And he's a dog shit human being. He presents himself to be like a good guy. I feel that there will be like a John Jones reckoning with Ian Machado Gary. You know, John Jones presented himself as this good guy. And then he, all this stuff started happening, breaking the mask down. DC interview. Hits a pregnant woman with his car and runs away. Comes back to grab his marijuana, I think. And then leaves again. Beats his wife. I don't know, I'm describing all of these things. I feel that Ian Gary will have a downfall like that. Where, he presents himself as this really good person, but then something happens and he's kind of like, I can't save face in this scenario. And then something else happens. I can't save face in this scenario. Also, Buck versus Cuck, need to see it. They're not going to make that fight because everyone will just say Buck versus Cuck. And they don't want that kind of press, the UFC, which, dude. Like, if that's the reason we're not going to get that fight, it's actually so disappointing. Which also makes me more want Joaquin Buckley to beat Jack Della Maddalena for the championship so that they're not making the Ian Gary Joaquin Buckley fight because they don't want Buck versus Cuck. So then Ian Gary can't fight for a championship. I'm super happy with that. Give him the Bilal treatment. He would get 50-45. He's got good distance management. He can maybe win a round. I think he would probably do better than MVP. I'm not really organizing them in order of how I think that they would do. If so, you're going to the back. You're staying at the back. You're going at the back. You might go forward more. You're going to the back. You would do worse than Colby Covington. I did just organize it. Who am I talking about? Ian Gary. Yeah. I think Jack would just put it on him. Back him against the cage. But, dude, he's got really good game plans, Ian Gary. Going into fights, you can tell that he does his studying, right? When he went into the fight with Carlos Prates, he stuck to that body kick to occupy the left hand of Carlos Prates. Because he knew that Carlos Prates wanted to unload that left hand. And when Carlos Prates did unload that left hand, Ian Gary was hurt bad and cut. So he's got good game plans. Oh, dude, that might even be a close fight, you know. That might even be a close fight. I'm thinking about it deeply. He would game plan Jack well. Because I feel like Jack's maybe a little bit predictable. Right? You know Jack's not going out there for a sub. I think he's decent jiu-jitsu. Maybe he has a submission or two. But you know his game plan, his MO is not, oh, I'm going to take you down and tap you. He's not Islam, right? He wants to bang. And I think Ian Gary can nullify that really well. I feel like that's Ian Gary's specialty, really. That's what makes him an elite contender, an elite striker in the division. But yeah, I think it would be a close fight. Jack Della probably going to take it. If I had, yeah, again, did to my crack. Jack Della's taking it. Ian Gary, you can fuck off, please. Kamaru Usman up next. How is he 5th ranked? How is Marty Usman 5th ranked? 0-3 in his last 3. Dude. Maybe he's washed at 170. He might be washed at 170. He beat Hamza, but that was at 85. Is he washed at 170? He's 0-2. Lost to Leon Edwards twice. He might be washed, dude. How is Leon Edwards 4th ranked? What's going on right now? I'm going to put it in close because I refuse to believe that he's washed. I explained it earlier with, that was a lucky head kick. And then when he came back in the rematch, his head wasn't in it. He was self-conscious, just took his first loss. He wasn't in the right mindset to win that fight. Now he's back. Just beat Hamzat. Not actually, but actually. Man. I think Marty would put it on Jack Della. It would be a close fight, man. He would probably stomp his foot a bunch and sniff his crotch a little bit. I think he would do better than Bilal. I think Kamaru Usman's better than Bilal. I think Kamaru Usman's better than Bilal. What? I think Kamaru Usman is better than Bilal. It's out there. I said it. I don't think Bilal's... He's good. He's another one of these guys. He gets his... his game plan. You just try and stop it, and you can't because he's good. But is Usman better? I believe so, yeah. I might be falling into the Usman hype train, though. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how he does against Buckley. Next, we have Leon Edwards. Leon Edwards. He's getting finished. Yeah, he's getting finished. He's so low IQ. I think he would do well, but he's so low IQ that you have to put him into getting finished. He would enter with his hands down or something to prove a point for his ego. He's a weird guy, He fights very strange. He plays into his opponent's strengths to beat them at their own game, but then we saw it with Sean Brady, doesn't always work. He didn't beat him at his own game, and that's okay. I think that he would probably get fit. You know what? It'd be a 50-45 if I'm honest. He's not washed. Most of these guys down here, except Carlos Prates, are washed in their career. It's over. Why did I put Carlos Prates in finished? He would get finished. I might move Carlos Prates up, man. 50-45. Nah. I don't know. They're tough, man. That's a tough one. He's not at the level. That's the thing. He's not at Jack Della Maddalena's level. So he probably will get finished. Leon Edwards, I don't think he's at the level either. But I feel like he would do better. He's not chinny or anything, so he's all right. He'll be fine. He'll get demolished. Stand up against the cage. He'll fight like how Kevin Holland fought in the Wonder Boy fight. He'll just plant his foot against the cage and not move, and then just strike from the cage and get pieced up for 25 minutes and not do anything about it because he's kind of a bitch. We continue. Shavkat Rakhmonov. Ooh. Maybe? I don't want Shavkat to get a title fight right now. I want Shavkat to fight again. But also, who do you have Shavkat match up against? I mean, he doesn't. I don't want to see him fight Sean Brady. I want Sean Brady and Bilal. Maybe Leon Edwards. If Leon's coming back anytime soon. Have him beat the piss out of Leon Edwards in a 25-minute co-main event of a pay-per-view. I think that would be a good fight, actually. Well, it'd be one-sided, but it would be good for Shavkat. Well, I don't know who else you match up Leon Edwards against, honestly, so I feel like that might be the fight to make. Shavkat lost his spot as number one contender. You pulled out twice, dude. Sucks. Sorry about it. Jack Della. Well, he might lose, though. If that fight were to be made, he might lose. I feel like Shavkat can pressure him well. He might get, it would be, they would be throwing fire at one another, but I think Shavkat would eventually close distance, get a takedown, and tap him out. I mean, again, I think to the Gilbert Burns fight, I know, okay, yeah, Jack stuffed 6 out of 9 takedowns from Bilal. But you look at the Burns fight, dude. He stopped what? 2? He was on the ground almost the entire fight. I just watched it a couple weeks ago. I feel like he would get taken down by Shavkat pretty easily. And Shavkat would tap him out. I don't think Shavkat wants to bang with JDM, and you shouldn't. Your game plan going into a JDM fight should not be to stand and bang. Bilal Muhammad, we'll get to you. How moronic can you be? He's the most he's the most dangerous striker in the entire division. Arguably in the UFC right now. Who's more dangerous? John Silva, but he's not fighting elite competition. Who's a more dangerous striker? I'm trying to think. I couldn't even tell you. He might be the most dangerous striker in the UFC. And your game plan going in is to stand and bang? What's wrong with you? You're a wrestler through and through. You got here by wrestling. You became champion by wrestling. All of a sudden you decide, oh, I got hands like Canelo. I'm gonna stand and bang with JDM. Look how that worked out for you, buddy. Congratulations. Frickin' idiot. We'll get there. Well, we got there already. We're past it. Next is Sean Brady. Chinny. But, he will get finished. Let's be honest here. I feel like the combo of Jack would piece him up too well against the cage and he would get slept. He's such a good wrestler. Honestly, his striking isn't even that bad. He was piecing up Leon Edwards. Sean Brady, I'm talking about. It would be close, for sure. I feel like he would just get pressured up against the cage and knocked out cold. Just like what Bilal did to him. Just what like Bilal did to him. If Bilal can knock you out, Jack Della can knock you out. Right? If Bilal Muhammad can put you flat on your ass, Jack Della can put you flat on your ass. Is anybody arguing that? You're getting knocked out by Bilal Muhammad. Ian Gary might knock you out. Speaking of Bilal Muhammad, our final contestant here. Ow, I just hurt my wrist. I mean, right? We just saw it. If they ran it back today, and Bilal wasn't a complete moron with his game plan, it would actually be a close fight. If they ran it back today and Bilal decided that he was going to stand and bang again, yeah, he's getting 50-45. But I don't think Bilal is a stupid individual, so I think that he would probably change up his game plan. It didn't work. You got pieced up. Wrestle. Like I was saying earlier, that's how you got here. That's how you became champion. Wrestle. He would win if he wrestled. But I think he's similar with Leon Edwards. Where is he? He's similar with Leon Edwards of he's got like a point to prove that he's better than you at your game, but you're not. Take your easy way out. Everyone's going to be mad at you. Everyone's going to complain that you're boring and hate the division because of you. But you want to win, don't you? You want money. It's a selfish sport. Fuck the fans. Wrestle. Anyways, that'll do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. This video is way longer than I thought it was going to be. I thought this video was going to be like 20 minutes. Whoops. Talk for too long. My fault. I'm passionate. Yeah. I don't know what I said already. If you did enjoy this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. It does really support my channel. Also, drop a comment in my comment section as to what you think of my rankings and what you would change. Who do you think belongs where? Is Bilal in close or is Bilal getting finished? Bilal's not getting finished, let's be honest here, but you know. Is Shavkat winning that fight? I want to hear it. Let me hear your opinions. Let me hear them. Let me hear them. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. By the way, dope ass sweater. Dope ass sweater.